Howdy, the name's Mike. I deliver Let's Plays. I believe I have an episode for you. And that episode is some more Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix. In the last episode, we finally made our way to the Hollow Bastion. We received some honorary membership cards through the Hollow Bastion Restoration Committee. And we were told to go meet Leon by the Bailey. But before we do, I do have something to say. In the last couple of episodes, you may have noticed that the audio had become distinct from the video. But not all of the audio, just the game audio for some reason. It seems as though my voice was actually exactly where it should have been in every situation, but for whatever reason the game audio desynced from the game video, which is strange because that comes directly from the capture card and not from my program. So I'm not entirely sure why that is. I'm hoping that it's not a problem with the capture card, but I am using now a different program to do my recordings. So hopefully that solves the issue. Hopefully it is just a problem with the recording software that I was using before. And so again, hopefully everything is fixed now. So without further ado, we are going to move on to the Bailey and see what Leon was up to. Twilight Town at the time. When we do go back, it simply means that I will be showing a couple of extra treasure chests that we have already seen me picking up once before. I do also believe that because of the difference in experience and some bad luck on some of those monsters that we had to take out that can disappear, the EXP total is slightly different. I don't know if I had an extra level as of the end of the original recording or not. Even if it is, it's a matter of just a few EXP points. At any rate, we are still in Hollow Bastion now. Last time we finished up in Yen Sid's tower and we made our way over here. And right now, our goal is to head on over to the Bailey and see what it is Leon has to say, because apparently the Hollow Bastion, despite us saving it in the events of Kingdom Hearts 1, is still having issues. So we are going to go on over this way, collect a couple of attack pieces along the way, and we're going to see, there's one on top of that house over there. I'm not entirely sure how to get up there without falling. Let's see, can I jump on? No, I can't. So I may not actually have access to that yet. I may have to have a better jumping ability or something to get that, so maybe we'll ignore that and come back to it later when we actually can deal with it. So at any rate, let's jump on up this way and continue along towards the Bailey. So the Bailey is just over here. You may remember that we were passing by this area when we were exploring for treasures, and we didn't actually go in here, but now we will be.
Look at that.
What are we looking at?
Oh. We want to restore Hollow Bastion to what it used to be. Who knows? Maybe even something better.
Toxic waste.
There's still a lot to do, but I'm sure we can handle everything. Except for that and that.
What? Two nobodies. You sure you can't handle two nobodies?
We'll handle them.
Well, that's good to hear. So, Sora, do you know what's going on then?
There's this guy, Pete, who's been going around plotting with the Heartless. But he's not smart enough to tie his own shoes. The ones we need to worry about are the nobodies.
Hambo's Organization 13 guy's in charge, too.
You called?
Uh-oh. What's going on here?
You're doing well.
Who's that?
This calls for a celebration.
Alright, time to defeat all the nobodies while protecting the gates. So this is fairly straightforward. Kill stuff, don't let the targets get destroyed. Yeah, so it's just pretty much a hack and slash at this point. We've got Leon helping us out, but we do not have Donald or Goofy, unfortunately. Leon's a pretty good fighter on his own right, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal. Excuse me. Don't attack that. Stop that. Stop that nonsense. So we got the... Oh wait, we do have Donald and Goofy. They're just... Oh wait, no, we can still level them up, but we don't have them. Okay, so dual stance. So the way that works is you press triangle and it blanks out all of your action commands, or all of your menu. And what you do is, in one of the four, the end will appear. And when that appears, you have to go select it before the enemy has the chance to attack you. It's kind of like a standoff kind of idea. Pretty cool command, and if you get it right, it destroys the nobody, in one hit. Oh my god, kill this one so I can take on those other ones, please. They're attacking my door. Stop that. It is definitely possible to lose this if you're focusing too much on just killing whatever's in front of you and not on whatever, not on what's attacking the gates. See, like for now, we need to pick up Leon, but there's so much attacking the gates right now that I just don't have time to do it, because if I do, we're gonna have a problem. Alright, so we've recovered, and up he gets. I don't know why I'm frozen here. Hello? There we go. So, let's continue on bashing these Heartless, making sure that they don't break into our gates. There we go! Sora gets the fire element for doing that fight, which is pretty nice. As you might know, or might have noticed that there was fire coming out in that battle. That was from Leon, so it's probably Leon who teaches that.
Capable hands.
Show yourselves!
Organization 13!
Good, now we can settle this.
What a shame. And here I thought we could be friends.
Stop!
Well, you did tell him to stop.
What's the big idea?
Oopsie daisy.
Move!
Now, do you think that's polite? Shutting me down like that?
I said get out of the way!
As if. You can talk all you want, but that won't change a thing.
Then we are gonna make you move.
See, that would work if I were just any old dude. Except I'm not. I'm with the organization. Nothing any old about me.
Huh, tough talk for someone who stood on the sidelines while his nobody flunkies did the fighting.
Oh dear. I think you got the wrong impression.
You gonna cry?
As if. Why don't I remind you how tough the crowd you're dealing with really is?
Remind me?
That's right! He used to give me that same exact look.
I guess you think you can psych me out by saying really random stuff.
Gee, I just don't know. Be a good boy now.
Wait! That's
Nice
the
try,
right
Donald.
way.
That was weird. Who gave him the same look?
You know, I think he was just trying to confuse you.
Yeah, you're right. Only one me. The Hollow Bastion Restoration Committee honorary member.
Wow!
Huh?
What's this?
Gorge, you think?
Alright, so remember when we were told that different things would cause lights to come out of our Keyblade and open up some new areas. This is what Yen Sid was talking about. Seemingly random and innocent objects will allow us to move on to different areas.
Oh, now I get it. That must have been the gate Yen Sid talked about.
Oh boy!
Sorry to run, Leon, but other worlds are calling.
Organization 13. They look tough. Be careful out there.
See you soon.
And now we get Secret Anthems Report number 7. We will be reading through those Secret Anthems Report later on when we have a little bit more of them, and we're going to be doing a little bit more of side questy stuff. Right now, I think if we read through them, it wouldn't make a whole lot of
Do my eyes
sense.
deceive me? Does he really have the power to wield the Keyblade? He's nothing but a boy.
Give him a chance. It means he's straight as an arrow. He's pure of heart. Unlike all of us here.
He had better be, or else he's worthless.
I truly hope he's enjoying himself on his adventure. Maybe he'd like a hand to determine his fate.
Hey, as long as it works in our favor, we can let him do what he wants for now. Then we'll all jump in if needed.
Those are bold words coming from you. Are you saying you'll volunteer to take care of it if things go wrong? Huh?
What? Me? No, you have the wrong guy. I'm not comfortable with that.
You act as though you have a conscience. When was the last time any one of us felt anything?
Truer words were never spoken. Well, I suppose the fun will have to wait.
Do you know what happens to those who lose their true purpose? Inevitably, they destroy themselves.
Gentlemen, the hero of the Keyblade has embarked on a new adventure. Make sure it is one he will remember. Now go.
Alright, so we see some flashy lights, and one of the areas that... well, both of the areas that we could previously not access before are now accessible.
It's gone!
So, the gummy ship gimmick in this game is that you can access any world that you've been to instantly, so long as you have opened the door to them, and they are not covered in a dark mist. So if we go back up here, and we look at Twilight Town, which used to be over here, it is covered in this dark mist. We cannot access it. We will have to fly on back and access one of these two. So I think I'm going to go with the topmost one, and we're going to do Asteroid Sweep. So let's go on ahead and start this. We've got the high wind, and we are going to use it to shoot and fly our way to the next world. I'm really happy that they made things this way. It's a little bit less travel time, although there was a pretty good way to optimize how to travel in the first game. It could get very tedious doing the gummy ship missions to have to get around if you didn't have a choice. In this game, it's pretty easy to get around because of the way that they decided to change things. However, the gummy ship missions themselves are much, much more difficult. So it's going to give you some basic controls here. Use the left stick to turn, X is fire, and we're going to get some more instructions later on what the rest of the buttons do. Although there really isn't anything. Circle lets you dive, X lets you shoot, and if you hold down, it lets you target things, and you can shoot out some beams that way. Collect stuff, and shoot stuff down, and yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it. We got ourselves a nice little flight scene here. The one difference that I don't like is that now, because of the targeting system that this game has going on, you can't just hold down the X button and fly, unfortunately, like you could before. Kind of unfortunate. What can you do? it's also kind of a good thing because when there's nothing on your screen, you can hold down the X button and prepare to shoot at other stuff that you can't even potentially see yet, which is nice-ish. It is also, you do get ranked on score, just as you did in the last game. And when you see something red like that, it drops a big item. That time, as you saw, we got Thunder G. These guys are shielded, so we can't attack them until they're facing the other way. We also get some multiple perspectives here. As you can see, the gummy ship is flying directly into the screen, and we're shooting stuff behind us, not even looking at what's going on with us in front. We got another nice item there. And looks like we can get another one there, Blizzard G as well. The auto-targeting system does make this kind of a breeze sometimes, only sometimes. We got a neon bar G there. Pretty nice. As we continue flying along, we can use normal attacks as well. When there's a lot of stuff, it's probably more prudent to do it when there's a lot of stuff on the screen because the auto-target does take a while. But when there are things that you definitely need to hit, and when there aren't so many, you can go right on ahead and use that auto-targeting. So like right there, there's only a couple of things there, so why not use the auto-target, right? There we go. Let's take these guys on out. Spin around a little bit. We've got some flyers coming in. There is a little bit of a targeting system there, so you're alerted when things are coming in from out of your view. There's a whole bunch of stuff. Let's gun them all down. Pick up our items there, our drops. We are running a little bit low on health, which is kind of spooky. Hopefully this mission is done soon. We got hit quite a bit by those big old flying... Oh no. So this part's kind of spooky as well. There's plenty of falling rocks everywhere. We're just going to try and zip on around, and there we go. We have reached the keyhole. Broken through the end. Route open. That'll show you indeed. When you beat a level for the first time, you get levels 1 and 2 unlocked, and you can essentially replay the level with some added difficulty. You also tend to unlock some other things, such as that time we got a couple of different ship blueprints. You can also view the treasure list. We got everything that was on the list that time, I think, so that's pretty nice, actually. It's very easy to miss things, especially on some of the more difficult gummy ship missions. So, again, the gummy ship is kind of just a side quest in this game. You don't actually have to complete it. You do if you want to 100% the game, of course, but we don't necessarily care for that right in this moment. So, as we can see, this one, when we try to go to it, we get bounced off because we haven't done Stardust Sweep yet. But we can access the Land of Dragons. In this game, we're gonna in this playthrough, I'm gonna unlock Stardust Sweep right now as well, just to get the gummy ship out of the way, so that we can go right on ahead and start making more store progress after. As we can see, this is the Highwind we used last time. It's got some specifications down there for engine, shielding, guns, and maneuverability. The new Highwind that we have has more firepower in exchange for less maneuverability and less armor. This Falcon here is it's pretty good compared to what we had before. We do have less engines and less firepower and less cannons, I believe. So let's use Highwind level 1. Let's see what that's like. We'll potentially use Falcon at a later time. I'm not going to be showing off all of the gummy ships unless I mean maybe I will actually. I guess it's hard to tell right now. So let's go, and Chip and Dale will wave us off. Ready, all the doors open on up. It says go. And we're going to hover off the ground. We see Sora sitting there in the background. We're ready to go and kick some butt in this awesome rocket ship. So let's go. On to Stardust Sweep. See if we can make it through this without any trouble. Last run was really, really smooth for my standards. I'm actually really, really awful at these gummy ship missions. So here it's going to tell us that we have an HP gauge, and if our HP gauge gets to 0, we lose. Who would have thought it, right? Let's go. Things seem pretty peaceful as of yet. Shoot everything up. Got everything so far. Seems pretty nice. Come over here. Oh, those guys look scary. I don't want anything to do with that. Alright, take them out. That's the red one. So we want to take that out if we can. Yeah, there we go. I got things. We also took a whole bunch of damage, unfortunately. Sometimes when I'm playing through this, I like to just not even bother shooting anything. And just worry more about getting through the level alive. Because sometimes that's more difficult than it sounds. I don't know if we can take this guy up. Oh yeah, okay, nice. We got him just before he disappeared. So let's go on ahead here and destroy these guys. See if we can take these people out. Take a whole bunch of damage. Oh no. See, that's one of the examples of the red guys that's pretty easy to miss. He was sitting there on the wall, and if you don't know he's there, like I didn't, it can be very easy to miss him. And so we won't get 100% on this mission, that's for sure. We will try our best to get most of these things. Shoot everything up. We got a Sora watch out from Chippendale. I mean, something intense is probably approaching us, and that's a big old Heartless ship that we will take out anyway, luckily, and we get a whole bunch of armor boosts back from that. Cover some of our HP there so we don't just die. The yellow orbs, I believe, are just score, whereas the blue-green squares are health points for us. So we managed to take that one out pretty quickly and got a Vernier G. Let's just do a little bit of dancing here. We're going to turn to the right, see what we've got going on here. Those guys don't really matter too much to me. Let's take that out. Let's take these guys out over here. Try not to miss any more valuable goods. Take those guys out down there. Oh, okay. Oh, we missed another one. That's unfortunate. And we are out of range, unfortunately. So we did get another Vernier G. I'm not sure what exactly gave us that, but I'll take it, because why not? Keep firing on our rocket ship. Take out these people. There's a spinning top guy. He looks kind of spooky. We kind of want to take out his arms, I believe. And it doesn't matter in what particular order we do this in, but once we take out all of his arms, I believe we can go after the main body himself. And he's freaking out. Oh my god, he is not happy with what we've done to him. So, can we take him out before he kills us? Yeah, we took him out. We got a whole bunch off of that. That's pretty nice. I don't know if you guys caught that, but there was a red one in the distance there. We managed to get it, luckily, even though it's pretty difficult to see. And that's Stardust Sweepover. So we have completed a second Gummy Ship mission. Not quite as flawlessly as we did the first one. Although the first one was not by any means flawless. We have High Wind level 2, so we can go on ahead and use that. And we also have Falcon level 2. We got a Metal level 20. I'm not exactly sure what that means, but we got a whole bunch of new records here. And in our treasure list, we will notice 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different treasures missing. So if we wanted 100% on that, we would have to come back and do that again. But at any rate, we have unlocked 2 whole new worlds. And let's take a look at what we've got here. So we have down here, we have Beast Castle, battle level 13. And over here we have the Land of Dragons, battle level 10. So let's start with the easier one, do things in the proper progression. So let's land on in the Land of Dragons and see what this is like. We are greeted immediately by a very dark-looking man, smiling, standing amongst a burning village, with a falcon on his shoulder.
Mulan? It's Shan Yu, leader of the Hun army. Come on, girl, this is your big chance. I can see it now. Fa Mulan whoops public enemy #1. You're gonna be famous. I'm talking A-list.
Mushu, I'm not sure. I haven't even joined the army yet. I have to take my father's place to preserve the Fa family honor. I just hope I don't get discovered.
Whatever, you're just scared, admit it.
Aren't you?
There's an exchange between Mulan and Mushu.
Yes. Let's get the jump on him.
Gorge, maybe we better look before we leap. Is that Mushu?
That's right. I know you heard of me. I'm little, lethal, and legendary. Now y'all scram before I get my dragon dander up.
Hey, Mushu. We missed you.
Yeah, well, you better hope I miss you, or else you're Sora, Donald, Goofy.
Do you know them?
Know them? Man, we used to kick all kinds of bad guy butt together. Yeah, you know I help these guys out of a lot of tight spots. Because I'm a mighty dragon, right?
Something like that. And you are?
I'm Mulan. No, I mean...
Ping!
Mulan Ping.
Just Ping. I am Ping, son of Fazu.
You know Mushu?
Mushu's one of my family's guardians.
We didn't know we were borrowing somebody as important as a family guardian.
Yeah, that's right. And that puts you three up to your eyeballs in debt to Ping here. Well, guess what, kiddies? It's payback time.
Mushu.
Ah, they don't mind. Ain't that right?
Sounds fair.
See, Ping here was just on his way to join the Imperial Army. We gotta go find the other recruits over at the training camp.
Would you join us? It'll be easier to fit in if I'm with guys like you.
What do you mean, fit in?
Well, don't worry about that.
You're pretending to be a boy, aren't you?
Huh? You're a girl?
You didn't notice?
Not me.
I think it's working.
I don't know. Those two would fall for anything.
I'm right here.
So the whole exchange between Mushu and Sora, Donald, and Goofy there is alluding to the fact that Mushu was indeed a summon in Kingdom Hearts 1. So they have actually been acquainted. And here we are, the Land of Dragons, aka the Land of Mulan. So we have Ping here, who is clearly Ping. We have to keep Ping, unfortunately. So we have to choose either Donald or Goofy. I'm going to go ahead and keep Donald in the party for this time. And we have, again, Ping. She has her own, or he has his own stuff. Draw and item boost. Sora has some new abilities and experience boost. Increases experience gained by 100% when you're at half health or less. I'm probably not going to be using that because I don't care to speed through experience too quickly. We also have some items over here. We've got an AP boost, which will raise our maximum AP by 1, and I am going to go ahead and use that on Sora right now, because, well, before we get out of here, I'm going to go ahead and take Ping's items, just because, once again, the AI I don't find has very decent use of items. I think that they tend to be pretty silly, so we're just going to leave everything else like that, and when we go back over to abilities, we will see that Sora has enough for his combo boost. So we're going to go ahead and equip that, and now Sora will have a 4-swing combo on the ground. We can switch party members on the fly now, so long as we are not in battle. So we can switch out Donald or Goofy as we please. We have a save point right here, and we have a Moogle shop that's on the move. Koopo's Moogle shop. Items from previously visited shops will become available at shops in large towns. So we can see what he's got here. He's got Fire Bangles, Blizzard Armlets, Thunder Trinkets, a Boss Chains, which is basically the Elven Bandana combined with the Champion's Belt, 20% to everything except Dark, and 1 defense. We also have standard healing items over here. And so yes, now we have gotten ready, and we will be able to pick up a couple of items over here. We have an Ether, we have a Mithril Shard, and I believe there is one more. Yes, we have a Dark Shard. You saw Mushu's Shadow on this rock? Yes, we did. And that, I think, will be all for this episode. Thank you all so much for watching. I am going to be keeping this episode short-ish because I do not want to start off too much in the next episode and make this one long, especially if I'm still having those audio problems. So, without further ado, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Another episode duly delivered. A Let's Player's job is never done.